Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinken. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why is the market panicking now. So first of all, we waiting for Liberation Day. That's going to happen on the 2nd of April. Then we have seen Japan falling, drastically. Went down the market 4%. We had the core PC data is worse than the forecast predicted. Then also let's talk about that US regulators, FDIC and CFTC, ease crypto restrictions for banks' derivatives. Then 1 in 4 S&P 500 firms will hold Bitcoin by the year 2030. That's not that far from now. And we have another CME Gap, but this time actually it looks more positive. And yeah, basically these kind of things in today's video. And don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now, okay, let's do it. And when we're looking at the market, we can see that Bitcoin is actually down 6% in a week, but 1.3% in 24 hours. Ethereum 1% down also in the last 24 hours. The top gainer is 4 up almost 7%, the zk 6% and EOS 5%. Losers, well, Berachain down almost 12%, P 9%, Move 9%, and many others also going down. Now it's rather a bit down and sideways movements on the market. When we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can clearly see that actually now Bitcoin is down at 82,000 US dollar, bit above it. But again, we under the 200-day moving average. So a couple of days we were above it, but again, for a couple of days we are under it, so we couldn't actually break it. When we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, then we can see that on the weekly actually, it has closed above 62%. We haven't seen this since spring 2021. So it's still the uncertainties on the market, and there's accumulation around Bitcoin, mostly for the whales. Retail is selling, and alts are still going sideways and going down. So the uncertainty continues. And what caused the uncertainty? Let's talk about that. So the usual things are, of course, continuing, just like when will the Fed cut the interest rates? Do we have to be afraid of recession? Is it a real possibility? Can it really happen already this year or next year or whatever? And even more things. First of all, we have the Liberation Day. On the 2nd of April, the things all about tariffs, and which also has an impact on US imports. So we're going to see what's going to happen. And when we, over it, then the market knows, okay, that happened. It was that harsh. That was the reaction, and then it can actually more continue. On the other hand, when we see Japan, went down now the stock market 4%. So the Asian market reacted because of this quite harsh. Then we had the PCE data coming out of the core one, was actually worse than the forecast. What they predicted, so it also is not good for the inflation, even that we had the good CPI data, but much earlier, coming out. We're going to see how it continues in April when the March data is coming out. And mainly these kind of things, but the most importantly, the tariff thing caused this uncertainty. Also, one more, there was an announcement about that by Trump. If they cannot agree on the nuclear agreement with Iran, the US, then the US going to bomb Iran. So there's also a question mark what's going to happen over there. So this is the feeling when the market is always when this happens. Put it rather this way: the market is really just going sideways or going down and going into assets just like gold, as you can see, or even Bitcoin is holding itself quite okay, I would say. Not bad. Altcoins in this case and more risk assets, obviously bleeding. But as we know, every single time when there was blood on the market and the bullishness comes back, we don't know exactly when, then, these are the great opportunities. But you have to be careful. Don't go, all in. I'm not even giving financial advice here. Just be aware of the risk, what's out there. We can go even further down. It can actually happen. Right. Okay. But let's talk about more positive things when it comes to crypto. And this is US regulators, FDIC and CFTC ease crypto restrictions for banks derivatives. So, but when we zoom out, what's happening with crypto, actually in long term, is definitely bullish in my opinion. So this one, which I just mentioned, that the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation said in a March 28 letter that institutions under its oversight, including banks, can now engage in crypto-related activities without prior approval. The announcement comes as the CFTC announced that the digital asset derivatives wouldn't be treated differently than any other derivatives. So this is actually bullish on crypto. So what's happening right now, it's not happening, the bad things are not happening with crypto. It's happening in the economy, the worry about the recession and how the things will go. But we do know after, storm, sooner or later, we're going to see a blue sky. And when this blue sky is coming, the things around crypto actually are quite positive, and therefore crypto can actually increase from there again. Now, of course, it's under pressure, and there's things in the economy have an impact on crypto, obviously. And another news, it's all about that 1 in 4 S&P 500 firms will hold Bitcoin by the year 2030. We can see that actually many companies, we do know that Strategy, many others. Recently, we had GameStop. They investing in Bitcoin in long term. And because of this, it could happen that actually a quarter of firms listed on the S&P 500 would have invested in Bitcoin by the year 2030. Because simply, they just don't want to be left out. I'm not saying that all the companies will, but here, according to this article, 1/4 of it. And just think about it. Now it's 2025. We're talking about in 5 years' time. And this could be actually major because if 1/4 of the 500 largest companies are in Bitcoin, that will also have an impact on the others. And it also will have a message if it really works out for them. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. And we have actually another CME gap. CME gaps are usually filled. Now we have an interesting one because this time it's not that we have to go down to refill the gap, but when the Bitcoin starts to go up, it will fill it. So this is actually a much better one. However, it will be done if it's Bitcoin almost reaching 84,000 US dollars, so not for a major pump, but actually at least this CME gap, it's looking better. And one more thing, do not forget, tomorrow is April Fool's Day, right? 1st of April. And because of this, be aware of many fake news. So if something sounds really bullish or really bearish, always double check, but now definitely double check it because maybe it's just a joke. Maybe it's a fake news. Tomorrow, April Fool's Day. Don't forget about that. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day, I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on BlockchainBloom to keep you up to date. From Monday to Sunday, you're getting every single day fresh short videos. The essence of the news in less than 60 seconds. And between Monday and Thursday, every single day, you're getting these longer videos with more and more details. So if you don't want to miss these kind of things, you would like to stay up to date in crypto, simply subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you like this kind of content. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.